Please love dope.
Well, fucking A.
I'm glad you've got comfortable.
Yeah. I changed my clothes into another pair of track pants and another t-shirt.
I see that. I know you're a jogger.
Yeah. Oh, well, I used to jog a lot. Actually, it was one of my favorite things to do in the military was running in the morning with we did this thing called company run. It'd be like 300 people.
It's called running, but when you call it jogging, it's just like, motherfucker, you're running.
Jogging my memory.
For what?
So what you been up to? I want to welcome the one and only John Paul Drum. Yeah, we got to get it all out. Yeah, man. What's your story, dude?
Well,
where you been? Where you going?
The studio audience to get here.
You'll be waiting a while.
Okay.
Yeah, it's.
I devoted a little time for this, so I can wait.
Yeah, it's not that important.
Live studios? No, it's not. You know, I'm sure you got a laugh track throwing this.
Oh yeah, but I don't do that shit. I mean, my whole thing with this.
Well, as long as it's corny.
Yeah, my whole thing with this is just why I didn't want to do it. We had struggled. We weren't going to do it during the week. Was it last week? We had it scheduled.
Go back then.
Yeah, well, it got all fucked up, and I was in a bad headspace, and I didn't want to do it when I wasn't. I don't know. I was just real down and shit, and I want this to be like an uplifting thing when people check it out. You know, I don't want to give somebody the blues.
Not a good week for me.
Right.
Yeah. It just wasn't.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't want to revisit it.
Well, good. We don't have to. I was just giving the audience some context.
But yeah, okay, yeah. So we were going to do this apparently prior to this, doing it right now, and didn't happen.
Yeah.
So we're doing it now.
That's right. And we're doing it now. Well, it's just.
Now this is
we're gonna solve the problems of the world, John Paul. That's what this is about. We got an hour, 2 hours, 3 if you're me and Recob went 3 hours, but you know, Recob has a lot of information to get out, and I'll probably have to get him back.
Well, I do have a lot of opinions.
Well, and
most of them I should keep.
You're the reason, literally, one of the inspirations for why I even was going to start a podcast. Remember that one night we were all hanging out outside? It was me and you. Yeah, and you got all pissed off at me. Yeah.
Out to Squirrely Joe's out in what were we playing? Oak Grove.
Yeah.
Oak Grove, that bastion. Country. And we moved to beautiful Independence.
Methapendence.
Well, that's what they were calling it, you know, and it got to be a joke when we were around looking for a house because, you know, anytime you see like a little old lady, it's like, there's another one of them.
Another tweaker. Man, Independence,
unlike any other place.
Yeah. Well, it's where Jesus is coming back. You know that, right?
Who, what?
Yeah, Jesus is landing in where that tower is. Supposedly, that's why they built it. I think it's
right, because it's the center of the universe.
Yeah.
Center of the universe.
I was gonna say something.
I find that
incredibly stupid.
Amazing. I'd like to see how they figured that.
Right. Well,
but see, my mom used to be, I don't know why. I really do not know why, but she was fascinated with Mormonism.
Yeah.
I don't know why. But
it's a very interesting religion.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And anyway, she gave me a book out of our little small home library, and I let somebody read it. I don't know where the book is now.
Yeah.
I never got it back. I want it back in my possession. So if anybody out there knows where it is.
What's it called?
Christ. It was The Life and Times of Arthur Cohen, or not Cohen. Not Cohen. shit, Doyle. I think the guy's name was Doyle. But anyway,
Was he the founder?
Basically, he wrote a biography of himself while he was sitting in prison, awaiting execution for the Meadow massacres.
Wow.
He was one of the, what do they call him?
Arthur Conan Doyle?
No, he wrote Sherlock Holmes.
Oh, duh.
The guy's name was Doyle something. Anyway, he wrote this book and became a bestseller, and the Mormon Church bought them all up.
Oh, that's what they do. They learned that from the Catholics.
They didn't learn that from the Scientologists.
No, they weren't around, man.
Scientologists learned that from all the.
Yeah, Scientology is like the culmination of all the crazy cults, but they have it down to a science, literally.
I would hesitate using the word science.
No, it was a joke.
But there is a certain psychology to it.
Yeah, it was a joke.
Absolutely. I mean, it's amazing.
Of course, the guy that's written hundreds of science fiction novels. Oh, it's vape. Of course, the guy who's written thousands of or hundreds of science fiction books really knows what he's talking about, and he didn't make all this up. I mean, no, there's no way. Xenu. I like 80 something of those dime novel type things, that he wrote a bunch of science fiction. Yeah. And it actually, and Dianetics was like his first stab at psychology or whatever. And that's what built Scientology. But I mean, if you're following a guy that literally is living on a ship in the ocean, because if he puts his feet on land, he's going to be arrested instantaneously, might want to alter that
can alter your world.
Yeah. Now I'm not really a fan of government at the moment. I used to be very gung ho and patriotic, and I mean, shit, I fought in the war, but
you can still be that way.
Yeah, but it's not America's not America.
You just need to temper that shit with reality.
Yeah. The reality is, what do you think about that? Well, I mean, what do you think about all the crap that, like I've been listening to Russell Brand a lot lately, and he is like,
I used to listen.
I mean, he's really going at it. He's finding some crazy crap. I mean, the whole shit about COVID and Fauci and Bill Gates and how much money they made on that vaccine is literally appalling. Appalling. I mean, you should check it out. Russell Brand has this whole thing about Big Pharma and how during COVID, those guys who were telling people, go get vaccinated because you're going to, it'll save your life, all this shit, had money in the game.
Well, I got vaccinated.
Yeah, I did too.
But until a vaccine was ready, I tried to do everything possible to make my body as inhospitable to this virus.
Yeah, well, and we were still playing. I mean, that's how we really developed yeah.
Of course, I applied Irish whiskey, and it apparently worked.
I was applying vodka at the time, lots of vodka.
Right.
But
and it was in that cheap fucking plastic.
Yeah. I'm glad I'm out of that.
I was very ashamed of you.
Shit, man. Ashamed of myself. I'm glad, man. It's going on a year and a half. I haven't had a drop. So
good for you.
Yeah,
good
for it. And
because it wasn't. It
wasn't good for me.
No, it wasn't working.
No, it wasn't conducive to.
And it was kind of backfiring. And wasn't a good look.
No,
wasn't a good look.
And I could tell you,
it got me in trouble.
Yeah, you didn't have anything to do with it. You didn't play any part of that.
Well, I placate you,
Yeah, we'll just take it. I'll take the blame because it's true, man. I was
I'll let you in the fucking house.
Yeah, I had to drink a half a pint just to wake up. I mean, my body wouldn't let me. I mean, and the only times that I've ever had to cancel gigs was because I was so fucking hungover that I couldn't walk around.
That ain't no good. Cancel gig. There's that. I'm sorry. You got to play hungover.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no. And normally I did. Yeah, but it would be the times where it was literally like I could not. I mean, you know me, dude. I played a show with appendicitis.
Some gigs where all of a sudden I had a gig because these are this is during the plague years,
Right.
which, and actually in my whole life of music, kind of some of my favorite years.
I know, dude. That's where we became really good friends, actually.
Years.
Yeah, we wouldn't have.
Because honestly, it was a nice change.
Fuck yeah. I mean,
there was, obviously there was a bunch of sucky stuff about it, but
I think people appreciated music more.
Like the cats that I was playing with, I'm the band leader, but again, I'm the youngest member of the band.
Right.
And they were all my cats were, they're in a high risk group. And so
you mean old?
I couldn't ask them to go out and play,
right.
In good conscience. And so during the plague years, I was bandless.
You played with me a lot.
Yeah, we played a lot.
Played a lot.
And but I played with a lot of people that I would not had that not gone down, I would never have played.
Right.
And so it was very enlightening. I got to meet a lot of different people. It's how I met Howard.
Yep.
And
shit, man, that's how we've actually
right. That's how we really got closer and played together.
For real.
Because of that.
We were doing live streams at your house. Remember we did one just us and then me and you and Keith?
We did that.
Yeah.
Because there was so much sitting on your ass.
Yep.
During those times. That's how it came about the house rockers.
Yep.
It's like, well, I can't use my guys. So I'm sitting in the afternoon, basically sitting on the couch scheming. Okay. And then I wonder what would happen if I put 4 band leaders in one band.
Great things.
And I'll tell you what, 20 years ago, this shit would not have worked.
Right.
But times being what they was, so I knew, Pat with the Confessors, he lost everything at BB's as well as I did. High Son, same. And then plus High Son and I have a good 20-year relationship, if not more.
I love High Son.
And, great fucking drummer, great fucking singer.
Yep.
And
great dude. Just good dude.
Love High Son.
Yeah.
And and he knows who Fred Bilo is. That's my criteria for a blues drummer.
Yeah.
If it's like every time you introduce me to these new drummers, I'd ask him, Fred Bilo is.
Did Ian know?
Huh?
Did Ian know who it was? Have you asked him?
I don't even know if I've asked Ian.
I bet he does.
I don't know.
He's pretty studied. He's really impressed me.
He better. He studied with Lloyd Wharton. And
he's a good cat, man. He's a good drummer.
But some of the other cats, I asked him to say.
It's the slow blues.
And I'd just say, look them up.
Yeah.
Look them up. It's not only the slow blues, but it's also just the little inflections with all the variations of shuffles.
Right. Well, that's how I test a drummer.
Shuffles swung.
Yeah.
Because Fred Bilo was
he was pushing.
He was a Chicago jazz drummer, but jazz was not happening at Chicago at that moment. And so in order to work, whoever is hiring, it was the blues cats.
Right.
And he got hired. Well, he started in with the Aces, the Lewis Myers brothers, Lewis and Dave Myers. They were in the Aces, backing up. Well, originally backing up Junior Wells, and then they were studio cats with chess and all that type of stuff.
Yeah.
And then they recorded Juke, and then Juke hit. They released Juke, instrumental, it hit. Little Walter left Muddy and needed a band, so he took the Aces from Junior Wells.
Really?
Basically. And so for a short time, Junior played with Muddy, so it was, I don't know how copacetic it all was.
Right.
Or hard feelings or anything like that. It's just the way
I was thinking about that the other day, what it's like.
But Fred Bilo was like, God damn. I listen to, a lot of times going to a gig, I have a CD that I keep in the RAV that's
the RAV.
it's all Little Walter instrumentals. There's no vocals at all. It's just all of his instrumental stuff.
I think he played that for me driving me home one night.
Probably.
Yeah.
And it's like I just love it, but it's like, and of course, if you're a harp player, it's like, well, of course there's, Walter all over it because there's all his stuff. But it's all instrumental. So you get to hear the drums.
Yeah.
You get to hear Fred Below and all his inflections and his weird stuff that he does that I don't know how this shit works, but it works.
Yeah.
And it makes the song come alive. And then the Myers brothers that are behind him, it's like there might be some Willie Dixon on a track here or there, but most of them are the Myers brothers on guitar, two guitars, or one guitar is guitar and one's a baritone guitar.
Yeah.
And it's like, so there's most of the stuff, there's really no bass on it.
Huh. Well, it's that, what's that Slim Harpo on King B?
King B.
Yeah, that's a guitar part on that deal. Was it? Because I was trying to learn it.
Well, actually, no, that's a bass.
Is it a bass?
Yeah, that is a
okay.
bass. Yes, Slim Harpo, Louisiana.
It's a tough song to play the way he plays it.
Louisiana cat, and I have got, I think it released through Bear Family, like the Slim Harpo 6 CD set.
Yeah,
it's, and so if you listen to all of them, you're going to hear like about 5, if not 6 versions of King.
Yeah.
And so most of the ones that everybody hears is off the best of Slim Harpo.
Yeah, I hear that. It's the live track.
I'm a King Bee.
Yeah. Yeah. Buzzing around your house.
Got that.
Yeah, it's great.
Up,
Yeah.
And that's great. It's like, but there's really not a whole lot of harp on that version of it.
Mm-mm.
And
it's good though.
I'll get on a Slim Harpo mix and I'll listen to a bunch of that stuff. And there's, like I say, he recorded that thing like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
And I've got a version of it where it's like there's harp all over it.
Yeah.
Basically, the harp drives the song. So when I play it with High Song, because he typically sings it, is every time that we do it, it's like, okay, how do I want to play this?
Yeah.
How do I want to play this one? Do I want to do it the same way?
I keep trying it. I keep trying
what I did last time.
Yeah.
But I don't want to. The thing about playing with High Sound is like you have to be very careful of, you don't want to play over his vocals.
Yeah. He's got such a great voice.
Cool.
No.
That ain't cool.
And his voice is great.
Cool. And if you do, I mean, I can do like a little trill or something, but I gotta really pull back the volume so it's in the background, so it does not interfere with the vocals. Right. Just out of respect. And just can't do that.
You do that with every time you play with me. I've never felt that you step on me. That's why I keep calling you back.
Yeah. Bro, I don't step on
That's why I keep calling you back, man.
I don't step on the vocals, and it's like I don't step on my vocals because I can't do both
at
the same time.
As far as I'm concerned, you're part of the band, dude. That's the way I think of it. That's why I was all worried, the other day. But we don't even have to talk. Well, I'll edit that out.
So, allow me to beat myself up about that.
It don't matter.
Cool. That is something I don't do. But
no, you don't. It's never happened before. That's why I was like, fuck, man, I hope he's okay.
That's what I hate having a day job because it interferes.
Well, that was
it interferes with
a result of COVID, kind of, because you didn't have one before then. I mean, ever since I've known you
for years, and then I basically just been doing music for the last 5 years, and then COVID hit, and everything that I built up just vanished.
Fuck, dude, it was crazy.
All the house gigs I had, I was, I wouldn't get rich or anything, but
Right. You're working though.
I was working.
Yeah.
I was working, and I was paying the bills, and I was paying the mortgage, and
Yeah.
yada yada.
Nina was
And
happy.
then all of a sudden, all that shit dried up, and I had never dreamed that that would happen.
Yeah.
And
lo and behold, we find out it didn't need to happen. I mean, that's what all these studies are showing. We way overreacted.
Fucking Bobby fucking died of COVID.
No, I know people have died of it, but
a lot of people fucking died.
A lot of people die of the flu.
And well, true.
Yeah. I mean, it's 20. What is it? Hindsight's 2020.
They're trying to keep it to a minimum.
Yeah.
The government is for the general welfare. So let's try to not general welfare. It's like, can we do some things so a lot of you don't fucking die?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, you can kind of understand.
Yeah, totally, 100%. I mean, dude, I was all for it. I wore masks. I got the boost.
I try to help out my fellow man as long as they don't shit on me or nothing.
Yeah.
I try to help them out. And trying to be a good citizen.
I think that the government is involved way too much in our lives and doesn't need to be. I think that right now that if we don't get money out of politics, if we don't get rid of the lobbyists, we're gonna continue to have nothing get done.
What was that thing? I can't remember. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, but that when the Supreme Court said, yeah, money is free speech for corporations.
The super PAC? You're talking about the super PACs?
I'm talking about pre-super PAC, but it was back. It was like that when money is free speech.
Oh, well, like your support of something, I guess.
Yeah, and I can't remember what that was. And so they just like opened the floodgates.
Yeah, I mean,
it's like, well, that's great if you got money.
Sure, dude.
And if you don't have money, well, then your speech,
you're screwed.
Not as much as people's speech. It's like an inequity,
Yeah.
It's like,
dude, they have lobbyists.
Like America's ever been level playing field.
Sure. Well, here's an example. There's this farmer's guy's on a farm, some kind of big pharma deal, who's trying to be a decent person, and he's gonna make this cancer drug that was developed by with funding from the taxpayer, for really cheap, and the lobbyists cut him off. Said no, he was going to do it for $3 a pill.
Oh, you're not going to do a Jonas Salk on Salk.
Oh, dude, they do it every day. The lobby in Washington.
Jonas Salk.
Yeah.
Cured polio.
Yeah.
And didn't make a dime.
Well, that's the way it should be. If it's funded by taxpayers, the results should not be
like that.
Patented and then sold.
There are a lot of people out there wearing suits and ties. If you do not share that.
No, I know. And they're in our government.
Because the whole point of being alive is to make money.
Right.
The whole point of being alive is to die with the most toys, I guess.
Money is just a tool.
And I'm not that way. I'm
not either.
What I want out of life.
Me either.
I'm not a greedy man. I would like, I don't want to live in a ditch.
Sure.
But, I just, I want to make enough to make memories and make people happy and have a good time. And while I'm here.
Right. Yeah. I'd like to make a bunch of money, but just so I can help a bunch of people. That's the only reason, not so I can have a bunch of things. Yeah. I'd like to make.
That would be great.
Yeah.
It's like, I hate pulling up to a stop sign with a bunch of motherfuckers sitting around there with signs and shit. And it's like, Jesus Christ, man, I've got 3 other stoplights. I can't afford all you motherfuckers.
Right.
I can't afford all you. I can't.
It's the vets that get me.
The whole goddamn herd.
Right. But you shouldn't put your life on the line, fight and die for this country and come home and be homeless. I mean, that's what gets me. It's like,
well, no, you shouldn't. But sometimes I'll sit there and I wonder, it's like, what?
Some of them leave and go get in their car.
What happened? How'd they get off so fucking far off a track? That they fell off the fucking tracks.
Well,
you know, and is it a, I don't know,
some of it's mental illness.
I mean, is it a mental thing?
Yeah.
Is it you know, just an oops, you know, life threw them a curveball and they couldn't, you know, catch it, uh, or are they just a worthless motherfucker?
Well, some of them might be.
Right.
I try
Exactly.
not to.
You know, it's like I know it's kind of harsh.
Yeah.
But
I don't want to say that anybody's worthless.
Some worthless motherfuckers.
Yeah, I have too.
I mean, there's no talking them out of it.
Right. No.
No, and the world owes them everything for their bad attitude.
Yep.
And it's like,
there's a lot of that.
I'm just not finding that.
Well, for years I was playing the victim. I mean, it's part of it is being a victim. You feel like
you're a good looking victim.
Well, shit, thanks.
You're welcome.
But you know, it's real easy to get anger and bitterness don't lead to anything positive.
You know, I love parties.
Yeah.
But pity parties.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
With pity parties.
I feel it.
I don't know what to do.
It's like the posts on Facebook you see.
Where was I supposed to bring chips?
Right.
I don't fucking know what to do with a pity party other than, you know, say buck up. And nobody wants to hear that, even though I guess they should.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm, you know,
I used to tell people.
That's one thing is like, I hate saying shit because I've done some stupid shit, you know, and I'm, you know,
I have
newsflash, I'm human too. I've done some stupid shit. I get down in the dumps, yada, yada, yada.
But there's a difference because you see something that you've done and you want to try to be a better person.
Right. I've always managed to stop the slide into complete chaos.
Right. And sometimes that can be difficult.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. And especially when you know, and some poor bastards, you know, it's like, it's just not one thing.
Yeah, it's everything.
But they get hit with one thing, and then another, and then another, and then another. And it's like, good God. And those folks need help.
Yeah, they do.
You know, but it's like, I suffer from the thing, the small town mentality, where everybody knows everybody.
Right. All up in everybody's business.
And pride dictates.
Sure.
You don't let anybody know that you're in dire straits.
Right.
You just don't. And so, you know, and that's why there are a lot of farmers swinging in barns.
Yeah.
Because they won't reach out for help. Because, well, I've seen in a rural place, right?
It's kind of a generational thing, really.
That and it's a location thing. You know, I grew up in eastern Kansas, small town. You know, mental health services.
They don't have mental health services now. There's no
the closest thing was you go talk to a priest or your minister or something. It's like, fuck is he going to do?
Right. There's no. I was just watching this thing about it. Is because they got rid of the.
Pray harder.
Yeah. Okay. That's going to do a lot of good.
Obviously, you're not praying hard.
Yeah. Something is wrong. Yeah.
Sunshine and unicorns. If you
didn't sacrifice enough.
You're not saying the magic word.
Yeah. Shit, that used to drive me nuts for a long time when I was a Christian because it was like, man, I'm doing all this shit you said I'm supposed to do, and it's not producing the things that you said it's supposed to produce. Yeah.
Seem to be getting any better.
Yeah, it's like.
But yet, you keep selling.
Yeah. Oh God, and even harder. You know, it's one of the things there's this revival thing happening. I just try. It's like people don't understand that all it is there is real power in a group of people that are all thinking the same things. They're all like using their brains to, you know, generate all this stuff. And when that happens, I think that there's things that can happen. I mean, that's why people will get healed at one of these things, go home, and they get sick again. Like, it's because it's the placebo effect. You know, it's our brains. It's what's built in us. We can do it if we change our thinking. But that's what that is when you go to, you know, that's just my opinion.
Yeah, well, I mean,
I really don't think there's.
I mean, for the billions of people, okay, so you got a billion people. So there's a billion possibilities,
Yeah.
And to, broad brush and paintbrush
Yeah.
and shit, as like to say, oh, well, it worked for them.
Yeah. Let's do it just like
Let's
them.
do it for everybody. It's
No.
like, well,
Doesn't work.
why isn't this working?
Yeah. Doesn't work.
I don't know.
I don't know. There's a lot that isn't working in the world right now.
Oh. Did you just figure that shit out?
Yeah. Just came to me today. I was sitting there and I was like,
are you a student of history?
There's a lot, man. You are right. I mean, in reality, when people say the world's getting worse, it's really a lot better than it was, say, 150 years ago. I mean,
a lot of people ain't dying of stuff that they would.
No.
I remember when I broke my ankle. I remember thinking, if this had been 100, 150 years ago, I've been a cripple.
Yeah.
I've been a cripple.
That's why a lot of times they just
breaking my ankle, and it happened, boom, like that.
It's like a racehorse.
So I'm pretty glad I'm living in the age of, what they call modern medicine.
Right.
It's like, well, it's the best that we got at the moment. So I guess that would be modern.
Yeah. And, I shouldn't, when I say America is broken, I'm not talking about, we do live in a country that we are able to, we have some, freedoms.
It's a great fucking place.
Yeah.
You saw all these fucking assholes.
There is a lot of assholes, and there are a lot of them that are in our government, and they're making decisions. Right. I just have problems with the one that are trying to make decisions for everybody,
Well, I saw this thing the other day. It was like, that it was supposed to be funny. And it is kind of funny. But it's like, that's a little deeper than perhaps about something like, anybody that believes in the rapture, I don't think we need to be putting them in charge.
No.
Of fucking anything.
And that's why a lot of this
that involves our future.
Yeah. And like for 40 years, 50 years.
That was supposed to be funny, but it's like, goddamn, that's right on time, man. It's like, yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah. And the same kind of people that like they're doing UFO research, and a senator will say, you're messing with demons and I'm not having any part of this. And it's like,
demons.
How are we
like outer space demons?
No, like, angels and demons. And that's so somehow
how this come with the UFOs? I mean,
because they can't explain it and it's not in their book, so it's got to be demonic.
Oh yeah, well there is that.
Yeah.
There is that.
So there's a lot of that in our government, and it's coming from the Christian nationalist people that are like, man, these dudes are crazy. Crazy.
Oh, bring out the lions.
Yeah. Dude, and
always persecuted.
People don't understand.
And they get so pissed at the Jews.
Oh.
They get so pissed at the Jews, like, no, we were persecuted for y'all.
Yeah.
And it's like, now we've got this pissing contest about
they're not even persecuted.
The most. And it's like, I think y'all need to just stop.
They're not even persecuted in America. They're running shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
Fucking persecuted. You literally are making laws. You're persecuting other people.
I think it was like about 1970. When they asked people, as just a general poll, religious poll, of believer or non-believer. Okay, so let's just say a non-believer or agnostic or don't know what the fuck ever.
Right.
It was in 1970. It was, I think it was about 12%, something like that. Okay, so
agnostic or didn't believe.
Agnostic, atheist, agnostic. I don't fucking know. Not really sure. Whatever, right?
Jedi.
And, just not lined up behind whatever flag. And so in 1990, same poll, that had risen up to like 19-20% of the population. And I'm talking U.S., not talking world population.
Yeah.
U.S. I think I'm talking about U.S. population. All right. So the latest poll shows 38%.
Yeah.
38%.
People are starting to realize, I mean, this is, well, I
No,
can't use that word.
Bill Maher thing.
Yeah.
That was pretty fun, you know, because he's
I love Bill Maher.
He's a down and out atheist, you know.
Yeah. Which I'm not exactly an atheist.
It's like, God damn it, you know, it's like we're a third of the population. It's like, and we got no holiday.
Yeah.
I thought that was funny.
I love Bill Maher.
I thought that was funny. You know, I mean, he does have a point. You know, it's like, well, what are you going to do with the atheist holiday? It's like, well, you don't have to do anything.
Right.
In fact, nobody has to do anything. Yeah. You know, you guys that aren't with us, well, you don't have to do anything either.
Do shit.
You know. I'll tell you what, you know, Easter comes along, you know, chocolate bunnies, shit and eggs, you know, fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. I get it, you know, but I also get, you know, beyond the cartoonish stuff, you know, and I understand roll the rock away, you know, and, you know, do you believe in magic?
Yeah.
You know, and ghosts and shit like that. I don't.
Yeah. I'm starting
haunted houses.
I'm developing a theory about Jesus that I don't really want.
I believe that he was an actual.
Yeah, person. I think he was an actual person, but he's not
an actual person.
Not the white Jesus in the that everybody portrays, and
you know. Well, right. If a white person. Okay. So I've always been a little confused about this. You know, are Jews white?
They're white. I mean, they're tan. They're olive. Yeah, most Jews are kind of white.
To KU in college,
but there's black Jews as well
that I partied with, you know, and got high and drank with, you know. And
sure.
Then I remember their parents were coming, you know, They were coming to town, you know, to visit.
Yeah,
and they were all freaked the fuck out because their father was a rabbi. And I'm like, your father's a rabbi. So that would make you guys Jewish.
Yeah.
Right? Well, howdy doody. You guys are the first Jewish people I've ever met. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
I mean,
you know, and when I moved to Kansas City, I dated a girl, last name Cohen. Susan, great gal. Jewish, ballsy.
Yeah.
Quite a gal. Love her to death. Love her to death. Still love this gal. And, but.
Well, it's just going off the description that's in the Bible. You know, it talks about his hair being like wool and.
Well, I went to the Methodist church, you know, where it had the painting up on the wall of the church with Jesus sitting there with all these multicolored little kids.
Yeah.
All of them. And he looked like Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah. I mean,
and it's like, I mean, that's as a kid, that's what I saw.
If you're growing up in the desert, you know, you're going to have a tan.
Yeah.
If you're growing up.
I mean, the whole Israel thing is like, man, there's a lot of, I mean, it's like growing up in, I don't know, what, Nevada?
I don't know. I've never been to Israel. I've been to the Middle East, though.
Well, I mean, it's like growing up around Death Valley and shit. You know, I don't know.
Actually, you know, northern Afghanistan is kind of pretty. There's lots of mountains, and it's the Hindu Kush.
You know, I've seen pictures and I've seen stuff. It's like it's beautiful.
Yeah, southern Afghanistan, though, it's horrible. It's not fun.
Get sand in
your the first time I ever a dust storm, you know, it was a mild one, and it was like, you know, can't see shit.
My previous wife had a son that was stationed over there, and he had a little video thing of a sandstorm coming in, and it was like, oh shit,
that's real. That was just in the movies.
Well, you know, it was a nice little video. You know, I don't know.
I got pictures.
It took 5 minutes for it to come in, but you know, it's like you got the sense
of
what was going on, because what you could see, you know, 2 or 3 minutes ago.
You better get inside.
You can't see that now, and it's getting closer and closer, and holy smokes!
Yeah. It's, I mean, nothing but sand, and I had memories of leaving Kuwait, you know, so that was the last place I was in the Middle East, was Kuwait. And it's just sand everywhere and wind, and it's just like miserable. I don't know.
Well, as a East Kansas boy that grew up in the timber in the woods.
Yeah, I grew up in the mountains.
That shit ain't for me.
No, not for me either. I mean, if there's a beach,
attraction,
if there's a beach attached to it, maybe. Yeah, it's the only kind of sand I like.
I've been to beaches.
Yeah, I just like
and I watched Jacques Cousteau as a kid. Fascinated with deep sea creatures and stuff like that. But I'll tell you what, every time I've been in the ocean, it's like I realize that I am out of my element.
Oh, dude, it'll make you feel very small really quick.
I belong here.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could probably learn. I could probably learn. Would I like to scuba dive? Well, fuck yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to do it someday.
I'd like to go scuba diving, or I've never snorkeled.
Oh,
snorkeling in Kansas is not the same.
Yeah, I guess
snorkeling in the Caymans or something.
No. Found a catfish.
No, I mean the thing about snorkeling in Kansas, like it's not so you can't see anything.
Right.
And so you got to feel around in the mud.
Yeah.
For okay, that's a clam. Don't cut your foot on it. And what's this rock? No, that's a snapping turtle.
I forgot. I don't know how long you were staring at rocks when we went on that canoe trip.
Down there.
Yeah. Where was that at?
That was a Roaring River. That was Bennett Springs.
Bennett Springs. I can't remember.
Springs is the name of that.
It was really pretty though.
No, it was cool.
Yeah, it was way cool. We need to do that again.
There was no place that if you fell out of the boat, that you couldn't stand.
Right, you weren't in peril.
Yeah,
there were no crazy rapids.
You weren't in peril. There were some places where it got kind of shallow and the current was pretty strong.
Yeah,
but
it was fun.
It was nothing that couldn't be overcome.
Yeah, shit. It was Shay's first time on a canoe anywhere, and she did fine. So.
Oh, she did great.
Yeah.
She adapted.
She was fine.
Very quickly.
Yeah. That was a fun trip.
I think she had more fun than any of us.
Yeah, I think so. Shit, man. My back was killing me. I was ready. That was funny. Brandon was pretty funny that night. Why?
Yeah, I think he's gonna
catch a lot of fish.
He needs to just decompress, and he did.
I love him. And he did. Yes, he did.
And we'll just leave it.
That's right. We won't go any further. Me too. On our smoke break, we were talking about.
Are we on?
Yeah.
Oh,
we were talking about
that cat out of here.
Trump's indictment.
Yes. Yep. He's been indicted by a grand jury.
Well, I thought you had some.
It's in a grand jury. It's I don't say it's secret, but it's like all that shit's under wraps. And but they heard it, and they felt that there's enough evidence to indict, and so let's let that shit play out, man.
Yeah.
Let's see how it goes. But as goes for you and for me and for the Teflon Don, or anybody, presumed innocent.
Yeah.
And, no matter what you feel about that,
sure.
I have many feelings about him. Never liked him. I already told you the story. I'm not going to go back into it
well, you can tell it from them.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So the first time I became aware of Donald Trump, I was probably, and I'm guessing because it was a long time ago, I was probably about 11 or 12.
I was reading a Playboy.
Like no, I was sitting on my grandma's toilet. And of course, on everybody's back of their toilet was like a stack of Reader's Digest.
Yep.
You grab one, if it's good reading material. And I was flipping through it and I ran across an article on Donald Trump. And so this is probably in the early 70s. And to a young man from a small town, reading about this real estate mogul in and from New York City, a jet setter. He didn't come out too well.
Yeah.
I took an immediate dislike to to the subject of the article. It's like, when I was done with the article, I was like, I don't like this so much.
He's done more for everything than any other man alive.
Right? Okay.
He's done more for Christianity than Jesus.
Oh, well, he certainly has exposed
shit.
a lot of
I just love
hypocrisy.
I love how they just don't give a crap anymore.
You need to clean the street so I can carry a Bible.
Yeah, upside down.
A burnt out church.
Yeah. A book that I've never read.
Tear gassed a whole bunch of people that were peacefully. And
dude,
that fire, I guess there.
The shitty thing is, man, I was one of those people in the beginning that was all for Donald Trump, man. I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, man. Get in there and drain that swamp, dude. He didn't drain anything. He just turned it into a circus.
Drain swamp, man. Yeah. The whole thing about drain swamp is like, it's a nice catchphrase.
Sure. That's all it is.
A nice catchphrase. But it's not a swamp.
No.
You're not going to drain it. The only reason it is where it is because of the people that get elected, that get sent there by placating people and telling them what they want to hear, preying upon their fears.
Basically gaslighting.
So I like this guy because he hates the same shit that I do.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to vote for him. And then they send them up there. And it's like, and the cat, he's just happy that these poor bastards voted for him. He's going to do whatever. He's going to swing whichever way the wind blows.
Right.
And
what about electing the dude that basically lied about everything on his resume, Santos, and he's still in office only because
came out, they were asking the cats from Long Island, what do you think about this? It's like, and they were all like, well,
we don't want to lose a vote.
Yeah, we don't. It's like, okay.
Integrity means nothing. I mean, 20 years ago, if that had happened,
integrity, can spell it.
Money.
There you go.
For real, I mean, it's
Santos guy. He got busted and then flew out of the country in Brazil, something about some check scheme or something, or wrote.
I can't even keep up.
Down
in
Brazil.
Yeah,
they still want him for that.
But
he got out, came back to the States, and they can't touch him.
He's a Jewish trans guy.
He's Jew-ish.
Oh, okay.
Remember?
Right.
Remember? When
Ish.
He claimed to be they thought
he's like Ishmael. Yeah. Jewish. Yeah, it speaks to all the problems with everything, and it's the same kind of thing with
he's a sideshow attraction.
Yeah, and it's just horrible.
He's a sideshow attraction. I feel kind of bad for people, but again, I mean, most people in the United States, they get up, they go to work,
to benefit somebody else,
and really they ain't got time for this shit.
Right.
They don't have time.
That's the sad thing, though.
They get their kids fed. They got to get them off to soccer practice or baseball or what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
They don't have time for this shit. But actually, Trump made it into some. He actually raised the fucking bars as far. Because he made it so absurd that it's hard not to pay attention to.
Yeah. Well, and the reason I'm kind of harping on this is because it's all I really get fed up with the Christian bullshit, like the Fox News crap when they get really just slammed hard with this Dominion thing, and you learn how they don't even like.
Yeah, that's moving forward.
Tucker doesn't even like Trump, right? And he like literally says, "I can't stand that motherfucker." Right?
Came out, right?
And they know that the election isn't stolen.
Right.
They don't give a shit. You know, it's
right,
like,
but we got to toe the company line. You know,
that's what's wrong with America,
man. And the gal, the producer that's now, you know, saying, you know, trying to get out of a hard spot by saying it's like, you know, I was coached.
Yeah.
What I said in my testimony, I was coached.
Yeah.
This is and they told me this is what I was supposed to say. And it's like, well, that's all well and good.
Okay.
And it certainly does, you know, but as far as I can tell, that's just like, you know, hearsay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the stuff in Dominion, they have text messages. Yeah, I mean, so that's not hearsay. And they got emails,
they got O'Reilly's, they got Ingrams, they've got all these texts and emails that they were sending back and forth.
And
right, they knew that they call it the big lie, the bullshit. You know, they were still slinging the bullshit.
Yeah,
even though they knew it was bullshit.
And now they won't even let them on.
And but you know, can we go back in time and blame Ronald Reagan,
or
the great communicator, for stopping the laws that made that news networks actually have to be truthful? He's the one that killed that shit.
Well, it was just after Walter Cronkite, right? It was now we can.
Was still alive when.
Right. But he was kind of the last newsman, real newsman. You know what I mean? That you trusted.
Well, right. I mean, he was kind of the last of the great white whales.
Right. Or maybe even Peter Jennings. I don't know. He was in my generation. I remember him.
Yeah. Or did even Peter Jennings kind of go down the road that he was like under heavy fire and all this fucking shit when it wasn't really so?
No, that's NBC guy. What's his name? I know exactly what you're talking about.
I'm talking about. Right,
yeah, right. Where he was saying that they were landing.
Twice.
Yeah,
like twice. I mean, even fucking Hillary.
Yeah.
You know,
like,
it's like, well, we had to land.
And then it got pictures of her.
Like, so it's like,
yeah. No. Good story.
But it sounds good though. It sounds fucking good. It sounds good. I damn near fucking believe it.
Right.
But it sounds good.
I mean, jeez, politicians, man. I can't. I don't believe anything I hear anymore.
Well,
it's all coming.
Why would you want to be a politician,
dude? And
I mean, I'm sure that there are several like little things that would make someone, initially, I would hope that you would want to do good.
Right. That's generally what
do good. Or the flip side of that is you see a lot of money to be fucking made.
Yeah, and a lot of
fucking information,
having power,
insider trading.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
I want to be on the banking committee.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Hey, Paul Pelosi is not attached to Nancy Pelosi, and she doesn't give him any information at all for his stock trading. I mean, the dude's like tons and tons and tons of money on this.
Hey, a guy broke in their house and beat the shit out of him.
Well, okay? I don't think that's cool.
He paid the price.
No, that's not cool. Right?
But he lived, and he's lived to spend more money.
Well, I'm just saying, more power to them. I'm just saying it's stupid to think that that's not happening. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
It's just
right. But when these are people that are okay. So they're lawmakers, mm-hmm. right? Do you think they're going to make any fucking laws that's going to hinder them?
No.
Chances are small.
That's why
chances are slight. Even I'm sure that there are those, and there are those that are above board mm-hmm. and have ethical issues with this. It's like, and they want an even playing field.
Well, who's the Army guy that not Crenshaw, the other what's it? He was with Dan Crenshaw is the
Dan Crenshaw, right?
He's the one. The other guy though that was with Liz Cheney and them. The only Republican, one of the Republicans that was anti-Trump. What's his name? God dang it. He's getting out because he says it's so.
Oh, Kissinger?
Kissinger, yeah. I like that guy.
Oh, right. The guy that was on the committee.
Yeah.
The guy that was, well.
And he's saying, I'm just leaving.
There's nothing to do. Win again in his district. You know, it was, you saw what happened.
Because he did the right thing.
You saw what, right. Doing the right thing will.
Which is sad.
Fall on your sword.
Yeah.
And basically him and Liz Cheney fell on the sword.
Yeah.
You know, and I have no great love for Liz Cheney or anything, but
somebody
I would go out.
She's got bigger balls than most people.
Like, by God, and I no love for the Cheney family, but I would hazard to say that she does have integrity.
Yeah, I'd say so,
and that seems to be a missing trait.
Yep, for sure.
That I would think that would be highly, that I would want my politicians to have integrity.
Yeah.
You know, and to be what they used to call a statesman.
Yeah.
Don't see too many of those.
No. If you can get in with a fake resume, there's no integrity at all.
Yeah, well, that's the fucking House of Representatives.
And I also think.
And that's like junior league.
Yeah, and I also think you shouldn't have the same people making the laws for 40, 50 years when everything's changing, culture's changing. That's why marijuana is still a Schedule I drug. Because you still got all these old assholes.
With all the states, it's really bizarre for me. Okay, so, but because as being a weed bender for 40 years, and just learning, and that's fine.
For me, it's
just personally, I just don't. I don't get high when I'm playing. Not a good idea. I turn into Miles Davis. I turn my back to the audience, and I'd rather be in the moment with the musicians.
Yeah.
But as a front man, typically not a good look.
Not the greatest thing to do.
Yeah, typically not a good look. And but could it be better music? Well, maybe.
I don't know. Weed helps my creativity. It really, and I mean, as far as for PTSD, it's way better than any of the other drugs that the VA tried to get me on.
It's a drug, right?
Oh, totally.
It's a drug.
I can't tell you how many times that's saved my life. Like literally saved my life.
It's one I ain't giving up.
Yeah, me either.
It's one I remember just being sick as a dog, but I knew if I could drag my ass out of the house, make it to the jam, and just play with the band just a couple songs, I knew I would feel better.
Yeah.
And after 2 or 3 songs, it's like, everything was all cool. You know,
dude, it's been my therapy for quite a long time.
Oh, there's nothing like it. I remember when I first heard, I think it was in the 90s when I first heard there was such a thing as a music therapist.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yep.
Music therapist.
Yep. It's a.
What do you, is that like a college degree thing? I mean, how do you do
that? You go to school for it.
Can I just declare?
I mean, it's a new field.
Because I am.
I think it's like they have shit like that at VA, but basically I don't think you get a degree in music therapy. You get a degree and you get a psychology degree, and then you have a specialty, but music is therapy.
You carry a tune in a bucket.
Sure. I mean, it's more of just an expression. It's like hitting a bag. It's like hitting
a couple of years ago, I remember sharing this little video on Facebook and it was a music therapy thing where it was some old ancient son of a bitch in an old folks home, and they put headphones on him and they played him sounding like Count Basie or something like that. And the cat just came alive.
Yeah.
And just to watch this, and it's like 2-minute, 30-second little video thing. But just in those 2-minute, 30 seconds, just watching the transformation of this beautiful human. The cat was like, I don't know, in his 80s or 90s.
Yeah.
And just watching the transformation there, it's like, I mean, it brought tears to my eyes. I'm like, oh my God. I mean, just
music's very powerful.
The power of music, right?
Yeah.
The power of music. I mean, it cannot be denied.
Nope.
And it's like, you know what? Let's sign this guy up for Columbia Record House so we can get new ones in.
Yeah. Right. 12 CDs for the price for a penny.
For a penny.
I think I still owe them money.
A penny to it, you can get an extra double.
Yeah. I think I still owe Columbia House some money. And there was another one, BMG, right? You do both clubs and get twice the CDs.
I was a Columbia House guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I started with 8 tracks.
Yeah. I would always get pissed. I forgot to change my selection of the CD. I don't want this stupid CD.
Oh, that's right. Because every month they send you something.
Yeah.
You know,
it's too much of a pain in the ass to send it back.
To fucking send it back, and who wants to do that? Who wants to jump through?
So you end up with a pile of miscellaneous music.
Man, I don't want to send back, you know, Barbara Streisand's greatest hits. Fuck
Peter Tosh.
Well, Peter Tosh. I don't know. Okay, reggae. I didn't know shit about reggae until I got to KU.
And Billy Ebling was playing it.
No. When I got to KU, actually, KU was quite a musical experience for me because it was the first time I was around a bunch of people from all over the U.S. You know, and we're all friends. You know, and I got turned on to reggae and Grateful Dead.
Yeah,
I didn't know shit about Grateful Dead. And but also got turned on to there was a cat, and he was from the East Coast, and actually he lives in New York City now. Sweetheart of a guy, and I think he was actually a DJ up at the KJHK, the station up there. But they'd be playing English Settlement, Joy Division, Phil Manzanera, Brian Eno. You know, Roxy Music, all this shit that was totally fucking alien to me because it was not on the rock stations that you know, it wasn't Aerosmith or Black Sabbath or Doors or Zeppelin or, you know, or Stones or any of that stuff. You know, it was a whole new world to me. I'd never, XTC.
Yeah.
I have no idea who these British fuckers are, man. I don't know. I mean, the only British fuckers I know are you know,
Cream,
Stones, yeah, Cream, Zeppelin,
the Yardbirds,
Bowie,
yeah,
you know, that type of stuff. That was all I knew.
Elton John,
right? You know, great favorite Elton John.
Yeah, he's a great.
You know, other than that, you know, I'm not a huge Elton fan, but yeah, he's fine. You know.
Yeah. Hey man, if you can make a living doing tribute shows, you've made it.
Well, that seems to be like kind of a thing.
I know.
You know, actually, I went out to Colorado and did a gig with Coyote Bill, and it was just north of Denver, and I'm trying to remember what the name of the town was. Cool little town in the foothills. You know, right? You know, the mountains in the background. It's like cool little town. Larkspur, maybe it's just north, like 40 minutes north of Denver. Cool place. We played in like I don't know, they call it an opera house. I don't know. And but it was a cool spot. But I remember going to the bathroom and seeing the posters. And every poster was a tribute to something or another. A tribute to Harp, a tribute to Journey, a tribute to Tom Petty, you know, I mean, it was all the upcoming acts were
tribute bands.
They were all tribute.
Dude, I just wrote
that was the first time I had seen such a thing. And I was just kind of like, I wasn't in shock, but I was just like,
Well, I just wrote a blog post about it.
Just like, you know, signs of things to come. Well, you know, and of course it was.
If you're an original musician, you write original music. It's hard to get gigs.
A fucking Stones tribute band because I love the Stones.
Sure.
I would love to. You know, am I going to do it?
not a tribute band. I'm down with, like, I'll do a tribute show. You know what I mean? Like, one day I'd like to put together a J.J. Cale tribute show. Do all J.J. Cale songs.
It's like taking the fucking Elvis thing and
Sure.
just do it for everybody.
Well, just do it one time. I'm not going to make a career out of it, though. You know, I like.
Well, I'll tell you what. You know, down next, like those fuckers fill that place up.
I know.
You know, but again, it's not so much. You know, what's that? There's Elton Dan.
Yeah, no, he's good actually.
Right. Well, beautiful.
Yeah.
Better be.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
But it's not so much just like for a band, but there's also
just good money in it.
Just tribute to the 80s.
Right.
They're just playing music that came out of the 80s.
Well,
you know, a trip back, you know, it's kind of a nostalgia thing, you know, and then, you know, I'll get on a diatribe about this shit.
Yeah, it makes it hard for original.
Stuff, you know, and then I look at what I do.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know, I'm a blues harmonica player. I'm true blue.
Yeah.
I'm all into it. Muddy Waters, you know, of course, the Chicago shit, Muddy, Wolf, Little Walter, Big Walter, Sonny Boy and some Sonny Boy One, all that fucking shit, but also Son House, Blind Boy Fuller, Robert Johnson, of course, go to the East Side, you know, Brownie and Sonny, you know, and not Appalachian, but Piedmont style of finger picking. You know, I'm all into that shit.
Yeah.
You know, I spent today listening to Tommy Johnson.
Yeah.
You know, Canned Heat Blues and shit like
Fuck,
that.
Man,
I just love that stuff. And so I guess I'm a cover band thing.
Well, I think everybody plays some covers. There's nothing wrong with that. You're never going to. I mean, even the big bands, when you go to
now, do we play them exactly like they play them?
No.
Oh, because that's not the way it was.
None of my covers, the songs that I did,
I learned about blues.
Yeah.
You know, if you're going to be a Stones cover, let's just say the Stones, going to be a Stones, we're going to play Stones song. Well, you better play them the same fucking way every time.
Yeah.
Or
we're playing completely your style.
Or okay, we're gonna be an Eagles cover band. Okay,
we're gonna fight a lot and break up all the time.
Oh, right. But before we do that, every time we play a show, it's gonna sound exactly like the record.
Right.
You know, that solo that we worked out.
Right.
You got to play that exactly the same way.
Fuck that.
Every night.
How boring.
Right.
Yeah.
I can't imagine a job.
Like it'd be like working at a factory.
Right. I don't get it. Now there are people out there there's like they learn that motherfucker and they want to play that thing every night. And that's great.
Yeah.
Good for you, because there are people out there that want to hear that.
Yeah.
You know, and if they went out and heard Hotel California and you played some different solo or straight off of that,
they're gonna bitch about it.
They would lose their fucking mind.
Well, I think that's part of the problem for original
blues. No.
Right. Well,
no.
You can say whatever you want.
Feel at this time, right here, right now, because you listen to those old blues albums, and this is because you know I heard, of course, the Hoochie Coochie Man.
Yeah.
Say Hoochie Coochie Man. You know how many times we recorded that?
Mm-hmm. Or Going Down.
Yep. Bertie King.
Mm-hmm. Backdoor Slam.
Written by Dan. I can't remember who the fuck wrote that, because Freddie King didn't write that.
Right.
Anyway. But I remember the getting over the notion. There's like, I got so deep into the blues thing that I started, listening to every recording of these cats, and I'd hear other like live recordings that they did that song, and it didn't sound nothing
like it. Yeah,
because they took 1-2 takes in the studio, and the only reason the one that got printed was the one that nobody fucked up on.
Right.
And so that's the one they printed.
Yeah.
And then when they went out back into the clubs and was playing that song, well, they played it
however Yeah.
However they played it. They never played it that way again.
Right. It's because.
But if you heard the record, because I remember being around these guys, I heard you play like a Slim Harper tune. I heard you play, he didn't play it that way. And I'm like, no.
Yeah.
No, he didn't play it that way on the original recording, but he recorded several versions of this.
Yeah.
And he never recorded it the same way twice.
I've never
so fuck you.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah.
And this is blues, and blues is right here, right now, while we're sitting here.
And it's also a therapy thing. I mean, although those guys writing that stuff, they're most of the time are having shitty problems. Their life's fucked up, and they're writing a song about it. That's what the blues is, at least to me. Anytime that I'm playing a song,
while you were packing out, was your wife hollering at you the whole fucking time? Don't you get so?
Yeah.
Don't expect any loving,
right?
Whatever. It's like, and this is a wonderful thing to keep in your head as you're driving to the gig.
Yeah.
Your teeth are grinding.
Yeah.
Man, I don't even think I'll drive. I don't even go home tonight. I'll go home to my other girl.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. It's. I think a lot of the problem with, I'll just say Kansas City and the music scene is just, it's not conducive, or at least it seems like it's shifted away from original content. It's like, we don't really care if you have originality. We just want you to play songs that people know.
As far as like original content in Kansas City, because I've been here since I moved to Kansas City in late 80s. Okay. Now, as far as original content, now, granted,
I'm just talking the last few years.
I've always been inside the blues community here.
Yeah.
Where nobody really gave a shit.
Yeah.
And it's like you might, a shuffle is a shuffle. Is a shuffle. There are thousands of lyrics you can dump on top of a shuffle.
You sing whatever you want.
I mean, I've heard people, do a shuffle. It's like, that was pretty cool. It's like, who did that? It's like, oh, I wrote that. And I'm like, oh, okay. But, the lyrics there was nothing really to remember.
Right.
It's more the instrumentation that made the song cool. It sure as fuck wasn't the lyrics.
Yeah. I think
and so, but that's an original song.
Well,
okay, that's cool. Good for you.
I mean, I'm
put it out as a single.
I'm talking about as a person trying to book shows. If you're going out to book a show, you're gonna do way better if you're a tribute band, as opposed to being, I play my music and I do some covers. You know what I mean?
Well, I think it's okay. So first is the approach. How you're billing yourself.
Oh no,
I guess how you're billing yourself not only to the public but to
let's just say
whatever poor bastard that
in a perfect world. Yeah.
Right? What are you going to bring to the table?
Sure.
What are you going to bring to the table? Well,
I'm talking about somebody like myself. You know what I mean?
Salesman.
I'm talking about like I don't do that anymore.
You're a beer salesman.
Yeah. For my health, I don't do it anymore. There'll be a few places that I will say I wouldn't mind playing.
And then I wadded that shit up the next day when I reread it. And it's like, what a bunch of tripe, man. And I wadded that shit up. But typically they were hanging on melodies that I've been playing for years.
Right.
Which have already been played. Even though there's a gazillion, which is an imaginary number.
Yeah.
Right. Ways to do it. I could throw, I've heard one of my favorite late harp players, Boy Wonder, great player that's gone now because heroin's not good for you.
No, it's not.
Number one. That's basically why he's not here. But great fucking harp player. Lester Butler. Great fucking harp player. and I, he was in the Red Devils. Had the Red Devils, one live album, as far as I know, and then he put out one under his name called 13, which is a great album.
Yeah.
Where he does a bunch of covers, and what isn't covers are just variations of shit that we've already heard, although he does them with conviction, and so I buy it.
In the blues, if you're doing a 145 is a 145, wherever you are. I mean, yeah. That's all there is to it.
God forbid you do a 261.
Yeah.
What? What did he do?
What gets me is all these people that come to blues jams and they're like, they want to play like some, it's like, nobody knows. It's like, you're at a blues jam, just think 145, you'll be fine. That's all you got to know. Right. You can sing whatever the fuck you want.
And then I come along and make you play an 8-bar.
Oh, hey, and it's one of the most popular songs.
They just, you have to pay attention.
Yeah.
That's right. Well, during the plague, I finally had time, because we all had time, right?
Yeah.
I finally sat down and really studied the 8-bar situation, as opposed to the
that sounds like
the 12-bar, which is, they invented the 12 bars so horns could join in. Right. So we knew where the fuck we were at.
Right.
Right. I mean, some of the first blues that I had also heard was like country blues, where it's like, it's just one guy, and the pattern was, however his vocals were laid out.
Weren't we on stage together one time and somebody said their song was 26 bars?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, you obviously don't know the system.
26 bars, like, and I'm sure we looked at each other and like, what?
Yeah, we did.
What? 26 bars?
Are you in jail?
So, I tell you what, let us know when you come in.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like you got a lot of shit to work out.
Yeah. I don't know.
You got a lot of stuff to work out there. Just let us know, and or maybe we'll just feel it.
Well, shit. That's why I named my brand Jam Killer, because you got them everywhere.
I thought it was after Ron.
Oh, well. No. It's Jam Killers are like the people that stop songs on stage.
Between the blues jam and open mic.
Yeah. We're not here to placate to your wish for stardom. We're here to play music.
I got this whole big wide thing of lyrics in the back.
Yeah.
Pants here, but let me see.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something that's like, oh, you want to play me 10 years after?
Yeah.
Okay.
People take it way too seriously.
We're going to do All Along the Watchtower again.
Yeah. I'm going to make you do it.
All right. By Jimi Hendrix.
Yeah.
It's by Dylan, but okay. Whatever.
Yeah. I keep trying to get Brandon to get a gong at Knuckleheads.
Oh, well. Man, I appreciate the idea.
It would be funny as shit.
Yeah, no, no. I like the idea.
Yeah.
But, because I remember I watched the Gong Show.
Yeah.
And, that.
I mean, it's basically
that shit can get mean real quick.
Oh yeah, I can. And I'm not trying.
They don't even have a hook.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to be.
I used to say it's like bring out the hook.
Yeah.
Because remember they used to do that in vaudeville. Bring out the hook and they yank people off the stage.
The sheep hook. Well, I'm not trying to be mean. It's just like, look, if you're coming to a blues jam, we're here to have fun, not fucking be all serious and get all upset about chord changes and throw tantrums. Yeah, it's just chill, man. It's not
flow. Even if you're just kind of, I mean, it's a blues jam, and so you should be somewhat acquainted.
Yeah, or at least know your own shit well enough to explain it.
This thing called "When in Doubt, Lay Out."
Yeah. Yeah.
And they meant that shit,
No, for
you know, because they could tell.
I used to do it all the time when I was in the beginning, when I was learning all this shit. I laid out constantly, and then I'd get complimented. But yeah, oh, for real, they'd be like, "Wow, you really know how to play with other people."
Now sometimes I do it just like I know exactly what the fuck I'm doing. I'm just laying out because
something's going on.
Because I'll stop playing to give the song some air.
Yeah.
You know,
it's too much. It's always fucking harp everywhere.
There are some songs that everything doesn't need to be happening at once.
No, and I'm guilty of that a lot.
And you will get better at it.
Yeah.
You will get better. I mean, some things, you know, because I have, you know, I'll just
I've got a song
away from my mouth, and I'm listening. I'm listening to everybody.
Yeah.
And you know, when the time comes, or if there's like a hook or whatever, you know, I will come back in. You know, or there's a solo going on, or you know, I mean, there's of all the different songs. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah.
But there doesn't always need to be everything going on because
it's too much.
Well, you need.
You gotta have some clarity.
You gotta change shit up.
Sure.
You know, I mean, I just remember playing up at this biker party up in, God damn it, where was it? It was somewhere up in northern Missouri, way out in the fucking boonies. And they were having they'd set up a nice stage and everything, really. I don't know where they got the money for it, but they set up a nice stage and everything, and you know, and they hired us to play it, and they were having it Friday and Saturday night, and we were like playing Friday night, and we were supposed to play till midnight. Well, about 11:40, some this biker shows up at the front of the stage. You know, he's a scruffy looking son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And he's up the side, and I'm the John Paul and the Hellhounds back then, you know, and so I'm the dude, and he's up there and he's like, you know, so I give the guitar player a solo, and I go down there, it's like, and he looks up and he's like, I think we've had about enough of that goddamn harmonica. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, I still got 20 minutes to do.
Yeah. Man,
it's like, oh, okay.
We had a guy in my
so much for the big Indian.
Yeah, we had a guy one time we were playing. He got this gig at this country bar somehow. The Broken Spoke is what it's called.
The Broken Spoke. Oh, that's
yeah. And we had a guy turn the jukebox on us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh man. Well, I'll tell you what. You know how many gigs that I played? It's like the minute. I mean,
you stopped, right?
Yeah. The minute that we stopped, the jukebox there
fires up. Yeah.
Playing everything that you're not
playing. Yeah, right.
Everything that you're not playing.
The first song that comes on is Mustang Sally.
Man, every time I was asked for Mustang Sally, it's like, no. You know what? We don't do that, but I got something good.
Have you ever heard Muskrat Love?
I always did. Oh, okay. I always did T9 instead of Mustang Sally. But of course, not good enough because it's not exactly a sing-along.
No.
You know, I mean, that's the thing with Mustang Sally, it's a sing-along, you know.
That's why if I do sing-alongs, I'll do something like, well, shit, when we did those acoustic ones, we did some Steve Miller, we did some Stones.
Call me the Space Cowboy.
Yeah. I don't mind doing some of that. Muskrat Love. It's for you, Donnie. It's for you. I didn't.
How long is the podcast?
Oh, it can be 20 minutes. It can be my podcast with Recob. No, there's no rules. But yeah, my podcast with Recob was close to 3 hours.
I'm sure once you get on the fucking roll, man.
Yeah.
I love that, man.
I do too.
I've known him for so fucking long, and actually it's a joy playing with him now.
He is a lot of fun.
Because years ago, I had a private party out in Stanley, Kansas, and for whatever fucking reason, I can't remember why, but I needed a bass player. And I mean, I always had a bass player, but I needed a bass player, and I asked Cobby. I mean, it was just like a one-off.
Yeah.
And Cobby played with us, and I think it was either right before or right after or maybe during when he was been playing with Gary Primich, who was a motherfucking guitar or harmonica player. And yeah, I mean he I loved his first album. I loved his harp playing, but once he got established, to me, he kind of became a company man. And actually, he put out an album called Company Man. And I was like, but I started.
Do you mean like he sold out?
Noticing a pattern in the albums. They became
cookie cutter.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they did. He'd have like 5 or 6 original tunes that half of them sounded like something that you'd already heard before.
Yeah.
And a couple covers, and a breakdown, kind of a just guitar harp thing. But yeah, it kind of came cookie cutter, but it was like the Company Man album. I was just like, I mean, but I gotta say, being a harmonica player, and popular enough that a record company like Blacktop or Alligator or one of the record companies that deals mainly in blues, they would want you on their roster.
It's cool any way you look at it. It's cool.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's fucking awesome. It's like, but now you got to keep shelling out shit.
Sure.
Whether you feel like it or not, you still got to shell that shit out.
Sure. Well, I mean, you got to do it.
You and I both know how easy it is to drop into the same old fucking same old.
Well, I'm going through it like with Spotify. If you really want to fucking, I mean, it's just the world we live in. If you don't pay attention and you're not releasing shit consistently, people stop listening. I mean, my Spotify goes from like thousands to nothing to hundreds or not, 80,000.
This fucking abyss of the internet.
Yeah, you got to work hard. Work hard.
If you don't keep it up, they will move on.
Sure. I mean, it's just like the news cycle. It's like, what the fuck? Yeah. Like, weren't we upset about the banks defaulting a couple days ago?
Yeah, but then Nashville happened.
Yeah. Right.
And knocked that shit off. Now we forgot about
it's still happening
because Trump got indicted.
Yeah.
And so that knocked that shit off.
Yeah. It's
I'm sure there's a lot of people fucking remember it.
It's all about clickbait type shit.
Yeah. Brave New World. I don't know how brave it is, but it's the times when you fucking live.
We're kind of focusing on
navigate that shit and hopefully still be good people.
And we can.
A lot of people fucking forget. It's like, hey, y'all, we all Americans.
Yeah.
Right? And so it's like while you're like fist pumping and shit, fist pump for everybody.
Right. But that's
not just your fucking tribe. And I hate that you fucking call it a tribe. Because we're not fucking tribes.
Right. Tribes of war.
We're all one fucking thing. We're all one fucking thing. We can disagree. That's fine. You like apples. I like oranges. What the fuck ever. I don't give a shit. He likes bananas.
More power to him.
That's fine.
It's on both sides though, but I think there is a group of people emerging.
Everybody likes to break it down to 2 things.
Right.
Most of the time, it ain't just 2
things. It's way more than 2 things.
At least 3, if not more things.
It's more than black and white, that's for sure.
Right.
Or dicks and vaginas.
Brown. Yeah. I mean, I remember when I became aware of black folks having issues. Well, he's black. How black are you?
Right.
You know,
He's not black enough.
Not black enough.
Right.
You're pretty fair skinned, motherfucker.
Right.
It's like, you know, well, like Miles Davis, he's a black motherfucker.
Yeah.
And he was dark skinned,
Mm-hmm.
yada yada yada. And you know, some of these guys are fair.
Sure.
Skin, you know, and so there's a riff. There's a riff on that shit. And it's like,
who gives a fuck? When you get shot,
really?
you bleed red.
I was like, I you know, I don't want to wade in on that shit.
No.
I mean, it ain't, you know, I don't want to wade in on that shit. But I do find it interesting that y'all can't fucking decide either.
No.
You know,
people just, it's all fucking.
You know, am I white enough for you?
Yes. I don't give a fuck about skin color.
I just happen to be this way.
I actually am very attracted to.
You know, I
dark skin
understand
women.
that I'm very fortunate that I was born this way and not some fucking goat boy in Bangladesh that fell off a cliff chasing his goats. You know, but that ain't the way it was.
There's a clip.
This little town in fucking eastern Kansas, grew up in the fucking woods, fell in love.
And who knows? You might have been black before you were John Paul Drum. You might have been black in another life.
Who knows?
You might have been.
Could have been.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Recob thinks he was black in one of his lives. I think I was burned at the stake.
Why does everybody think they were human?
Well, because I mean,
I guess it's
where the experience is.
Right. You're right. I get it.
Yeah.
I get that fine. I remember I had a dream once that a Civil War type of thing, and I was down in a ditch, and I was scared to fucking death, and then another kid crawled down the fucking ditch, and he had the opposite color uniform, and he was scared to fucking death. And so we were both down this fucking ditch.
Scared.
And it's like hell is going on all around us. And we're both down there going, fuck.
Yeah.
We just want to live, man.
Yeah.
We just want to fucking live.
Shit,
and then I watched some documentary on Grant's Through the Wilderness campaign. And there was a battle of an Orange Plank Road, I believe it was. And I remember watching that documentary on that little specific thing.
Is that Virginia?
All of a sudden, it was just like I had this little out of body experience. Like that's where it fucking was, man.
Yeah,
that's where it was,
dude. I have shit like that all the
time. I imagine that shit. I don't know.
I don't think you did. I don't think so. I think, and you're a person that whenever I was still a Christian, I would always be like, I would get perturbed by you because you know, I didn't do
it. Full of shit.
Yeah. Well, I was full of shit. I just didn't know it. And you know, I did.
There's a learning curve.
Yeah. You know. Okay. And then when you look back at this stuff, like I look back at some of the stuff that I wrote when I got my master's degree.
You read all those books I gave you?
I haven't read a single one, and I gave them back
to you.
I gave them back to you.
No, you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, man, I got a whole nother pile to give you.
Well, I'll show you the pile that's on my bed. I got to get through.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, they're all about Jesus and archaeological.
Oh well,
archaeological shit, and it could be this, it could be this, and it's all speculation. It's like,
well, there's a lot of shit
and all this. I finally came to the conclusion. It's like
nobody knows anything.
What is going to change in my life?
Right. How will this affect me?
Yeah, because it's all speculation. You know, just thinking this could be. I mean, all the evidence points towards.
Right.
But we don't really have enough. So
they got evidence that he. They got evidence that Jesus.
Joke I told you that about Ron. Like, stop talking to me.
Oh yeah. Sure. Or like
between the milk cow and the resurrection. Right. You can't milk a cow for 2,000 years.
No, but it turns out you can.
Well, apparently you
Yeah,
can.
yeah,
Apparently you can milk that motherfucker
Yeah.
2,000 years.
yeah.
And hey, that's fine. I'll tell you what. Well, I remember I was a kid and then I got I don't know, probably in my teens when I George Carlin.
Yeah.
All right, George Carlin. He did a shtick on religion.
Yep.
Well, he did that whole class.
It's really
clown
good,
thing.
actually.
He
Yeah.
did that whole class clown thing, as a Catholic. But he did a thing about religion is like lifting your shoe. If you need it, fine. But we don't need to be going down to the Amazon or wherever and
Right.
nailing lifts onto the natives.
Right. Or exporting this prosperity gospel to the African
But-
nations. It's
but
horrible.
They tell you that you got to spread the gospel.
Oh, I know.
You got to
You know
spread
why?
the
It's
gospel.
because Jesus will not come back until every person has heard the name of Jesus, because that's a scripture in the Bible that
Everybody.
that Jesus won't come back until the gospel's been preached to everyone in the world. That means every person that, like, they have whole groups in Christianity dedicated to reaching the unreached peoples so that Jesus can come back.
And okay.
Yeah.
Let's just entertain that thought.
Yeah.
We're still rolling, right?
That's why that guy got killed.
Let's just entertain that thought just for a second. Or a couple minutes, actually. Let's entertain that thought. So, because of iPhones, Android phones. Okay, so what's the criteria? Like literally everybody have to hear?
Yeah, literally everybody. And
Literally everybody.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty fucking high bar.
yeah, well, that's why that missionary got killed when they're like, listen, don't go to that island, because that island, everybody there is gonna fucking kill you as soon as you step on the fucking.
I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember that.
it's like, no, Jesus will protect
And he
me.
wasn't the first.
No, Jesus will. It's gonna be okay.
Your minds?
Yeah, it's gonna be okay this time. No, get off the boat. I'm fucking dead.
Yeah, and nobody's arrested.
No, you're not gonna arrest those motherfuckers.
Fuck no, man. It's like leave them alone.
But that's somebody that has never heard the name of Jesus.
No,
That would be a person. Or there's tribes. There's tribes in the Amazon.
No, they heard.
Fuck no, they haven't.
Fuck, man, as he was running his ass, he was going, Jesus.
Oh,
He was
yeah.
fucking running.
They probably
Right? They've heard.
probably did hear
They've
it.
heard.
Yeah,
They just might not have understood the context.
not the message. Not the-
Yeah, they might have got exactly the message.
Who's this
but they've
Jesus
heard.
guy he was yelling
Don't
for?
tell me they haven't heard.
That's funny.
But yeah.
Well, I'm
that's
saying-
a pretty high bar for. So everybody on the planet.
Everybody on the planet.
Oh, man.
And there's even like a whole thing like the 1040 window.
That's like a Mount Everest.
That's why
There's
ministry.
a lot of dead people along Mount, highly motivated
A
people
lot of them,
along
yeah.
Mount Everest that are dead.
Dude, there's a lot of good people that are Christians that are just believe, dude,
I grew up around.
yeah.
Just wonderful people.
Yeah, it's
good
fine.
People, and they had, they went to church every Sunday, and during their business dealings, they didn't try to screw anybody.
that's-
It's like I grew up with those people. They're fine.
Yeah. It's just when you try to put that on other people and make laws about it and use the religion as justification for it.
I'll think about
That's
it.
wrong.
I can't see when I first heard the term blue laws.
Right.
Like blue laws, what the fuck is that? And that was in conjunction with
It was
you can't
Sunday.
sell booze on Sunday.
Right.
And I'm like, well, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What's a blue law?
It's all
It's a blue law.
It's
I'm
all
like,
tied
what the
to-
fuck is a blue law? It's like, well, it's kind of like, because the church people get all.
It's
I'm like, hold the
amorality.
fuck
Yeah.
up. You say the church people
Yeah.
get all upset.
and
So they made it into a law. What about the people?
and they're so persecuted. God, they're so persecuted.
Oh, I know, and we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
It's so easy. It's so easy.
They've even got
And they have
laws.
no
They've got
defense.
laws. Yeah,
They
right.
have no defense.
Yeah. No.
and their skin is so thin.
I know. And some of them will stand outside of your funeral and you served this country and died in it and tell your family you're going to hell.
I was down. I was working off the plaza the other day, and about about 2 blocks off the plaza, and it's like every time I go out the truck, get some tools or whatever the fuck I needed. I could hear something
somebody on a
going
megaphone.
on down there. Something was going on. I could hear like a loudspeaker.
Yeah.
And the cat that I was working with, was like, he's like, you hear that? I'm like, yeah. He's like, what's going on? It's like, there's like a rally or something going on. It's like, I thought that was like Tuesday or something.
It's just a dude with a
I
sign.
don't think so. and so finally, I was like, I tell you what, I need to go get a pack of smokes and I'll go grab lunch. I said, cool. And so I distinctly went down to try to drive by to see what was, if anything was going on. Well, what was going on was one guy standing on the corner, and he had like a pole thing with a loudspeaker on it,
Right.
and not one with very good fidelity.
Right.
Yeah, it sounds like an old 50s movie theater. It was, and no flock. No flock.
Right.
And
no flock.
And I actually had the opportunity to be at a stoplight so I could like see and watch.
Yeah.
And it was all about him.
Right. All of that shit.
I could just tell by his mannerisms and the way that he was doing that
he's a judge.
He was being punished, and he had to do this to reconcile some crazy fucking shit that I actually don't even want to know about.
Right.
It's
sad.
And
really.
So on the downside of that was that everybody within earshot has to put up with this shit.
Right.
But it's during the day. Free speech.
Whenever I see those guys,
Go ahead. That's fine.
I hated those guys. Even when I was a Christian, I didn't like those guys. I thought that was the stupidest way to evangelize, was to sit outside with a loudspeaker and yell at people. Yeah, it's not going to work. Do you do that?
Right up, folks.
Sales people do that. You must buy this or you will burn in hell forever.
Well,
yeah.
That's what I tell people. It's like, if I got something in this one hand to scare you,
yeah.
I got something in this hand to save you.
Right. Hey, that's actually right hand, left hand.
But to sell you.
Yep. Right hand, left hand.
I can scare you with this hand, and I can sell you with this hand.
It's what our government does every day.
Everybody does. Everybody does. But no, I mean, it's a tried and true way.
Yeah.
It's tried and true way.
It's how every cult starts. It's all fear based.
Okay, so as far as the whole fucking pandemic thing and COVID and everything, it's like, you know what? I don't know. I'm not a health professional. And I also believe that, some people are more susceptible to other things than others.
Sure.
A lot of people did not die of actual COVID, but they died of complications
while having COVID.
That COVID just put them over the fucking top.
Yeah.
It was like, and I'm sure that Bobby didn't even fucking know it either.
No.
That he had heart issues, and the COVID thing just made it so and he fucking died. And he was really the only guy that I knew, but he was a fire captain.
Yeah. There's a lot of firefighters that died.
And Nina introduced me to him, and we became fast friends. And it's like, when he died, I was like, I just felt like I was robbed.
Yeah.
It's like we were not fucking Bobby, I mean, because he was a tough as nails motherfucker.
Yeah.
How could this happen? COVID, he had a heart attack. What the fuck, So I knew it was real.
Yeah.
But, and Jesus Christ, America, it's like herding fucking cats.
Yeah.
You know that. It's like herding fucking cats.
Yeah.
And for the health experts, and I mean, it's like, I don't want a plumber driving the plane.
No, sure.
A fucking pilot that studied this shit, and that's what these people are.
Right.
And then people are saying, like, oh, you're an expert. It's like, well, yeah, I spent fucking years studying this fucking shit.
Right.
You know, suddenly during that shit, well, during the Trump administration, people are putting down experts.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, what? How do you know?
Well, because Trump's smarter than everybody. You didn't know that?
Of course.
He did more for COVID than COVID. Really, he probably did.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it was a perfect storm.
It was.
It was a perfect storm, and it was a perfect storm for fucking Biden.
I think it showed a lot of,
and I'm not a huge fucking fan of Biden.
I'm not either.
But, I mean, he's not my guy.
Well, he shouldn't run again.
Considering the alternative.
Yeah, no,
I'm all in.
Yeah.
I'm all fucking in.
But
at least a little bit of fucking sanity.
If you've got to be literally coddled and walked into a place being told who the people are and what you need to do, you're probably not the one that needs to be in charge of the nuclear weapons.
No.
Yeah.
No.
All due respect to the office and everything, but
do not give him the nuclear.
Yeah, there should be a
they called it the nuclear football.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
man, don't call it that.
I think that's also why there should be term limits in fucking Congress and the Senate. I mean, these people shouldn't be making laws for their entire lives.
I'm fucking two minds about the term limit thing, because I do like people in there with fucking experience,
sure,
and know how to do.
They don't need to be in there longer than 10 years, though.
Got a whole bunch of fucking freshmen motherfuckers in there right now. They're trying to upset the apple cart.
Well, don't you think 10 years would be plenty? You can be in for 10 years. After that, you got to find another profession, because 10 years. We got to give this somebody else.
Maybe 10. It's got to be an even number for the House. Maybe 10, 16 tops for the House.
Yeah.
Now, the Senate, those are supposed to be, the Senate serves a different purpose.
Yeah, supposed to.
Exactly. They're supposed to slow.
You mean they're not supposed to just fight everything that comes out of Congress?
Think this shit out,
right,
and think about the repercussions. I mean, because you can make, a law, and then suddenly later it's like, oh fuck, we didn't realize.
Think about that.
We was going to do this and that and that.
Right.
And that's what the Senate's for.
Like the guy who.
So yes, I do believe senators should have a longer. Well, shit, it's every 6 years to vote for those fuckers anyway.
Yeah.
But they should have a longer. I don't even know if there should be a term limit for senators.
Well, once you get elected,
the House, I agree.
Once you get elected, though, it's nearly impossible to not be elected again. The incumbent, do some research on incumbents. Incumbents almost always win.
Right. Well, I mean, they got the upper hand.
Yeah.
I mean, they already got the name recognition.
It's kind of not fair.
Name recognition. I mean, they really got to stick their fucking foot in their mouth to really.
Yeah.
And that doesn't even really.
I mean, you gotta like.
I mean, fucking.
You can say
Bober fucking got elected again.
You can say grab him by the pussy and become the president. So.
Yeah, and
all the Christians will line up and kiss your ass.
I feel kind of old by saying this, but I remember when that would have fucking killed your whole fucking.
It should have,
career,
especially when you're running as the Christian savior.
Well, it's that prosperity gospel.
Oh, Jesus died so I could be rich and have a giant house and a white picket fence.
Right. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I can't wait for it. I can't wait for the heaven.
Because I'm a princess and I deserve it.
All right. So what do you do in heaven anyway?
Worship God. That's all you do 24/7.
24/7?
Yeah. But it won't feel like eternity.
And this is something to look forward to. Yeah. I don't get to play harp no more.
No, I mean, I don't know, dude. I never thought of heaven like that. I think that'd be stupid, but I mean, that's according to the Bible.
I mean, I remember one day I was just thinking about it. I was like, so what exactly do you do?
Nobody knows.
You see these little cartoon shit, and you get to meet the dogs that you like.
Man, that'd be cool.
The dogs that you like.
I'd like to see Rambo.
And then your relatives, even the ones you didn't fucking like. It's like they're up there too. And I'm like, man, I was so happy when they fucking died. Because I don't have to put up with the shit no more. That one aunt of mine I didn't like, well, now I don't have to put up with the shit no more. Now I'm going to be seeing her again.
Well,
shit.
I think it's more of a...
And so what do you do?
I think it's more, when you die, that we're all part of one giant, come out of one giant consciousness. Like, I believe God is not. It's like you can't pull creation out, the creator out of creation. That means creation stops. You know what I'm saying? So like God is everything. You know what I mean? It's the math that makes
Everything and nothing
it's
else.
it's the math that makes the universe work. Is God? You know what I mean? How
Can
come?
we throw the word cosmos in here?
Yes, the universe is God to me. I mean, you know. So, and then there's all this evidence for reincarnation that I've been reading that's crazy, and it shows up in little kids mostly. It's because that's when they have the memories, and when I was watching this thing. Anyway, there's tons of research you can look at it, but there's a lot of evidence for reincarnation. I mean, they even have in Harvard.
Well, I think it's a very interesting concept. It's almost like recycling.
Well, it's
Like recycling.
You're trying to become a better person, right?
But
and
you don't come back as like a spider or a hummingbird.
no,
right?
if you die and you have all this hurt and this pain and this unsettled shit in your life, you're gonna come back and try again, right? Enlightenment is you move on to the next dimension. And in reality, I think
It's like ladder.
I don't know. I mean, dude, I know jack and shit. This is just my speculative thought.
It all is.
Don't base
it
any.
all is speculative.
Yeah, I'll be the first to say I don't know. This is just my thought.
I don't know either. You know, all I know is I've got questions.
Yeah,
I got questions, and nobody gives me any type of answer. Most of the time, it's fucking I don't know.
yeah.
Most
Well,
of the time, it's like, well, I don't know.
I find some
I'm
peace.
just, I do like entertaining
Well,
thoughts.
music and meditation have helped me a lot. I mean, 10 years ago,
Oh,
5 years
I got
ago,
that music finally.
5 years ago, if that shit would have happened the other night on my birthday, all that shit that culminated, I would have been throwing shit. I would have been yelling at somebody. Somebody would have got punched in the face.
Better.
You know what I'm saying?
Better.
So I know that it works.
But I did, I remember you told me that I was like,
yeah.
Fuck, we're here to play.
Right.
We're here to play.
And that's it. And that's what it has to be about for me anyway, or I go off track. I will fucking.
There will be more gigs.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
But when you're in the moment.
I can't count how many shitty gigs I've had or gigs that didn't go the way.
Well, it wasn't even that. It's just the mentality of people sometimes that it's like, if you're going to work my show, I don't want you to not be there. I don't want you to want to not be there. I want you to want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Because that comes out in everything.
Well, of course.
Yeah.
Right.
My point was that the whole thing about spirituality and what I find that there is something there in music and in, the feeling. I don't know. I think pretty much everybody in their life has had this feeling something has happened that is like, it can't just be coincidence. There's something going on here. I do believe that there's something, I don't think it's an old, it's a pissed off God that's mad about a bunch of shit that I'm looking at women's asses too much, or I have not worshipped him enough today. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff drove me insane.
I think it's way. Okay.
What a narcissistic God. If and but.
There is such a thing as a almighty beast.
Yeah.
That looks like an old man with a long beard.
Yeah, or whatever.
Or looks like a fucking demon. Who the fuck knows? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Of course, I like the grandfatherly.
Sure, that's who I always looked up to.
Right? I like that. It's a lot more palatable.
But he was a loving person.
I don't want the scary fucking space being out there. Fuck no, I don't want that. But we're always projecting human.
Yeah. Anthropomorphism.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Onto this that supposedly created us, and I'm sure he's way ahead of our game.
Right. Well, it's
And so you tiny little beings.
right.
I
Like,
hope you get it right.
what would he give a shit?
Quit shitting on your planet.
That's why I get so frustrated with all the pro-life motherfuckers about it's what the Bible commands. It's like, okay, what about when God like literally told you guys to like kill everything that moved, with the children, the women, the beasts on the field, all of it. What about that? So that there's no abortion in the Bible? Bullshit.
Canaanites didn't
come. Give me a break. It's like, oh, well, he changed his mind. Okay, well, what if he changes it again? Right?
Yep.
Oh, well, he made a promise. Didn't he promise that the Jews were his like chosen generation? Pretty sure they've suffered more than any population on the planet. As far as
according to written.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
And the book
sorry
is
about that, bro.
Yeah.
I didn't do it to you, so we all cool.
I mean, and
we all cool. I mean,
you can see where religion came out of, and where it's still so stoic in hearts and minds. It's the place in the world that has the most conflict of any other place anywhere else.
One of my first courses at KU was it was a religious course, theological. What was it called? Theological ideas in religion, or something like that.
Yeah.
Something along those fucking lines. I had to write a paper on it, and
did you use motherfucker?
I can't remember. We had to find an angle, right? And I think it was like, I can't remember where it was like Freudian or some fucking thing that I came out of Nietzsche.
I love Nietzsche.
Going into that shit, but basically it's like saying, religion formed to explain all the shit that freaked us the fuck out.
Uh-huh.
Like volcanoes,
right?
Storms, lightning, tornadoes, earthquakes, shit that
right.
we didn't know anything about plate tectonics at the time,
right?
And so we don't know why the fuck everything's shaking, why or why this thing came down and blew this tree apart, or where that type of shit, natural phenomena.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got to explain this shit,
right?
And so, the human imagination,
sure,
and we're going to make them in our forms. I've been watching this series on the Greek gods and shit, and all the way through like this 1800s up into the 1900s. If you were a well encrusted student, hoity-toity, came to a high school where you studied Greek history. Sure. And all the gods and all those fucking stories of all the different ones, And it's like, and actually, they're fascinating.
Yep.
Fascinating stuff.
Well, the whole Greek system in colleges.
Yeah, exactly. You're right.
Yeah, it's an academic thing.
Look at all our fucking buildings built on, Washington, D.C. is a new fucking
It's an elite.
Rome.
It's an elite.
It's the new Rome.
Yeah.
And still have a lot of fucking Roman ideas.
Sure.
About conquest and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah.
But just the whole Greek thing. And a lot of Romans, they stole their shit or absorbed the shit from the Greek thing. But
and then they invented Jesus.
Well, holy Zeus.
Well, there's a very compelling documentary called "Creating Christ" that these two theologians put together, and it's pretty crazy. But basically, it's like, the gist is, in the Bible, you see a Jesus that says, "Pay your taxes and love your enemies." And at the time,
give to Rome what is Rome's.
Render unto Caesar what is,
right. Unto Caesar, right.
And then you have Paul, who once was Saul.
He used to be the high sheriff.
Yeah, he used to be murdering Christians. Then he turns into a person pretty much protected by the state. Most of his when he's writing all these letters,
Empathy came into that.
I think that it was. I don't know. It's a cool.
Mushrooms.
I think mushrooms were involved in a lot of ancient things. There were a lot of rites.
They were
Templar rites.
We've been around for a long time, man.
Oh, dude, plants. I mean, how did they figure out ayahuasca? You have to have two very different. You have to have the ayahuasca plant, and then there's another plant that you have to cook with it to make it absorb in your digestive system. So, did they just like randomly fucking pick that? No,
well,
something had to happen. Either it was given to them.
You know what? When an accident happens twice, then it becomes a thing.
Right.
And that could have happened.
It could have, but I mean, the odds of that are.
What?
Do you know how many plants there are?
Give it a fucking millennia. A lot of shit can go wrong.
Do you know how many plants there are in the Amazon? Or in any rainforest? That's where ayahuasca is. Oh yeah, no. I found that in a drunken stupor.
I found it. He was back behind this tree.
It was by this naked Indian.
I said, "Oh God."
Yeah, and it all benefited me.
Right. That's right.
Well, that's why I like Mormon. Well, Jehovah's Witnesses for sure. They don't want you to go to college. They don't want you to get an education.
Well, they don't want you to be around all these fucking.
Because as soon as you do, you're going to realize what bullshit you're in.
And if that's not a heads up, I mean, what was that? What's that thing? It's like if your shit can be destroyed by the truth, it deserves to be destroyed by the truth.
Like that, and that's another thing.
God forbid I hurt your feelings.
Trump's social media, right? Truth social. For a fact it's not true. Give me a fucking break. Truth
branding, and that's been his whole fucking thing.
So
his whole life is branding.
The sad thing is he thinks his base is so stupid and so dumb that he can get away with anything, and they don't even notice it, that he thinks that of them.
Not only does he love the uneducated, he fucking counts them.
Fuck yeah,
he counts them. I mean, all that fucking shit. These cats, they say it.
Yeah,
they say it straight out.
I know.
They say it straight out. I love the uneducated.
I've done more for the uneducated.
Right. And it's like, and I never want to come off as, some like elitist fucking brain motherfucker. But, I've been self-educating myself my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
And with no intention of stopping.
No.
And as I learn more information, my shit changes.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the way it should be. If you're
what I thought.
Yeah. If you're a person that is open-minded and not, you can't, the dogma has got to stop. The dogma.
I always got a kick out of it. It's like, I just got my PhD. Fucking awesome, man.
That takes a lot of time. And very dedicated. And very, very dedicated.
And you're smart in that one fucking thing. And actually, I call you an expert in that one
thing. Yeah.
Fucking thing.
Yeah.
But when we have a conversation, we get outside of that realm.
Yeah. Right.
We on the even keel.
Well, it took a lot of general education to get to being able to apply for a PhD.
Right. I'm not down,
No, I know you're not
downplaying the fucking PhD, because I've known several people that got them, and while they came out and I knew about it because they came out to my gig, we're celebrating.
Yeah.
And it's like
fucking
good for you, because it's
very difficult
work and money.
Yeah.
To get there, and you did it.
Yeah.
You fulfilled whatever you needed to do to get there, and right on.
It's a funny story that as soon I finished my master's, I got my master's degree right about the same time I decided I was going to do music, because that's the only way I felt happy and could not like lose my mind and destroy shit. And
I think you should stick with music.
I'm going to. I took one doctorate level course, and There's no fucking way I was
Well,
going to do
I
that.
just realize that the shit that I fucking love, want to learn about, they're not giving out PhDs for.
I know. Yeah.
You know, so what am I supposed to? What am I?
You guys got PhD in good time.
You know?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
You know?
and academia.
Keep studying.
Is,
you know, I mean, it's for your benefit.
Yes.
It's like, I'm not gonna, you know, what am I gonna get? A plaque on the wall?
Yeah.
You know, I won a contest. What'd you get? I got a plaque.
Right. I'm glad that I did it and that I have it, but
good for you. I don't mean to downplay
No.
your accomplishment.
Yeah, you're not. I'm glad I did it because I have ammo.
Yeah, so you know, because I was giving somebody a shit not too long ago about, I don't know, they were trying to go for something and win something, you know, and I asked them what, and basically, you know, well, they got this, and you know, and they got a plaque, and that just cracked me the fuck up because you know how useful these fucking plaques are.
Yeah, they make good decorations.
Well, I guess it's something to stick on your wall. Well, you've been in those offices where they've got all this fucking, you know, here's my college degree, here's my degree. Did
you see that movie?
You know, it's like
it goes up on the ceiling.
They don't put that shit at home. It's in their office so you can see it.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't feel like you're in the office of some dumb shit.
Right.
It's like, okay, well, he did all this shit, so
it gives you a little credibility.
I'm sure hoping my insurance pays for this.
Yeah. Oh God, there's a whole other thing.
But it's like, I mean, the shit that I love, that I want to know about, it's like they're not giving out fucking PhDs, or I'm sure there are some colleges that are giving out degrees in blues education, whatever the fuck, history of blues. I don't know.
Yeah, probably.
I'm a blues guy.
Yeah,
I'm a blues guy, but I'm not
shit. You could probably be teaching a blues class.
I like history. You know, I just like fucking history.
Shit, man, that could be a moneymaker for you. You should start a YouTube channel and do it just blues history, and there you go.
Well,
I get 20%.
Yeah, cool.
All right, we'll make it 15. Oh, that's even better.
No, 20's good. Take it out both times. Take it out both times.
So it was good to have you on the podcast show, Paul.
Okay, so the sand was for those folks that don't know.
You know what I'll do?
We're talking about sand and people getting upset, and there's a saying about if you're upset, you got, you know.
Can I just bleep it?
Your pussy, and you know, especially coming from a man, that's kind of a major put down.
Yeah. So what I'll do, since you just explained it, is I'll just bleep it out, so that way you can explain the context and it won't be heard, but it'll still be kind of funny.
It's all about context.
That's right.
You know, and context is what
it is all about. No shit. Context is whenever people.
Did you listen to the whole conversation?
Yeah, no shit. Or like, you mean, what are all the scriptures around that one that you.
Cherry picking.
Yeah. Okay. One of my favorite ones.
It's a great book.
Yeah.
Along the other fucking thousands of other great books that there are. Okay. It's one.
Read a book.
That's been revised more times than you would probably care.
Why do they need? I don't know. Well, we're going to go down another road.
You want to go down that road?
That's the worst translation of all time.
King James, you know, he's homosexual.
I like the biker version. The BSV.
Nothing wrong with being homosexual. Just saying.
The biker standard version.
The biker standard.
Yeah. Jesus said, "Don't be a fucking asshole."
Hey, let's get down.
Just get on your bike and ride, man.
Bicycle.
On that note, thanks for checking us out. Thanks for watching.